What's cracking? It's the Fat Poppy Slim Poppy podcast, episode 2. I'm Slim Poppy, and Fat Poppy has something to say about why he's been using up all his time with this new Snapchat filter. Nonstop just a catfish guys for their HBO logins.
Well, I mean, Game of Thrones.
Come on now. You got Game of Thrones, but you're not going to pay another like $15.99.
No, I mean, you're not going to pay $15.99 to see a bunch of boobs and flaccid penises.
I don't even know really what's good on HBO anymore because after like The Sopranos and there's another show on there.
The Wire.
The Wire, yep. Wasn't The Oz on there too?
Yeah.
Yeah, like those type of shows after all that, like I don't even really know what shows are good anymore because it's all about Netflix these days. But I did try to get a HBO account. I wanted to get, into, was it fucking, we just said it. I don't even know why I'm blinking.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, yeah. I tried watching it like last year and I only got through like a few episodes and then for some reason I just kind of fell off, but I liked it after the very first episode. Crazy fucking cliffhanger happened and I was kind of hooked. But then once you got these people talking hella old English, it's like, I can't. I don't even know what the fuck they're saying half the time. So I kind of fell off, but I might try to get back into it because I'm into that type of shit.
Said, let me gaze upon your whispering eye.
Yo, I hear that there's like hella fucking incest and sex and all types of shit in this show. I'm just like, I came here for dragons. That's all I care about.
I heard that you didn't even see a dragon until like season 6.
Well, that's fucking disappointing. I was hoping at least like season 3 or something.
And they said the show doesn't start getting good until season 5. This is coming from people that like the show.
Okay. Well, I also like from podcasts I hear where they try to like review the show. Some people were saying that like the first seasons, like up till season 4 was good, but after that they changed writers and it went to shit.
Yeah.
But,
so what I've heard is they followed the books for the most part. And this last season, they haven't, the book's not made yet. So people are saying it's not as good.
Yeah, I understand that. I think what's also crazy too is I heard like in the Harry Potter community, the lady that she made all the books and everything, and she has a Twitter account. People will be hitting her up on Twitter, like,
oh yeah,
trying to say like, oh, I have this theory about why fucking Harry Potter is gay, and then if it sounds good enough to her, she'll be like, oh yeah, that's canon now, just like hella random. It's like, okay, well, it's not in the books, not in the movies, you're just kind of just I don't even know, it's almost like a form of trolling.
Are you saying that guys are slithering her DM?
God, all right. we're let's make a hard left on our subjects.
I mean, as long as you don't end up with those Hogwarts, you're fine.
Okay, that was a good one. I'll give you that. That was good.
I don't know anything else. I really did not like that fucking movie or book.
Which one, Harry Potter or Game of Thrones?
Oh, Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really
okay. This might sound a little ridiculous, but there's a reason why I never got into Harry Potter. I tried to get into it like around 2nd grade, and everyone was having the books, talking about it, loved the books. I would see it all the time, and I'm like, oh, I want that fucking book so fucking bad. Yep. And I saw it at the library at our school. I was going up to my teacher because the teacher wanted us to get a book that we could practice reading on. And I'm like, yo, let me get this book. She's like, hold up. She sat me down, and then the very first page she had me read, and I had trouble like with the first couple of sentences, and that's when she was like, oh yeah, this is too advanced for you, so get something else. I was like, oh, fuck you, lady.
Way
like
to
at
strive
least
for excellence, teacher bitch.
yeah, like I know like of course it was advanced, but at least like I would have been motivated to want to try to learn what I'm reading
Yeah, it's
because
not like you're reading The Great Gatsby where it's just, crazy shit and talking about fucking and all different types of shit.
yeah, so ever since then I kind of just said, well fuck it, I guess I'm not gonna get into Harry Potter anytime soon. And then over the years it got more and more popular and I just still felt the same.
So
but I digress.
I you know what, I'm gonna chime in. I really, really, really wanted to like Harry Potter so much. Like I heard people talking about it. They're like, "Oh yeah, I love the books. I read most of the books. The movie's coming out now," and I was like, "Okay, you know what? The movie's coming out. I'm gonna buy the movie." All right, no, before the movie came out, I was like, "I'm gonna read the book," and I was being homeschooled during the time. Must have been in fourth grade or some shit, and that was my book that I was doing book reports and everything on. And like I said, I really wanted to fucking like it. However, reading that book and hearing him just like, my life is shit. I'm living underneath the stairs in the pantry and yada yada. I didn't like it. It wasn't good. And then when the movie came out, I tried to give it another chance by just flat out having my mom buy the movie, watch the movie, and I was like, God, this seems like some British TV bullshit. And yeah.
With Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings and anything that comes into that fantasy realm, it's a niche almost. Like you either like it or you don't. There's no in between. My girl, I tried to show her not the Lord of the Rings, but the shit that comes before that, The Hobbit, because my dad had very different hobbies. Like he liked cars, all different types of shit. So he got me into Lord of the Rings and taught me about The Hobbit. I'm like, cool, they made a movie. Let me fucking watch this shit. And we go there, and surprisingly enough, she actually liked it. I didn't know what really made her like it. Maybe it was just the action or the dragons. I'm not sure, but I feel like the one thing that kind of deters people is the accents.
Yeah, just not feeling it. Just not feeling it.
I don't blame you. But let's see what we got here. I try to write down some different topics for us. Did you hear about Aisha Curry?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so we're a little late on this, but we're not here to break news. We're just here to just talk about random shit that seems kind of interesting. So, Aisha Curry, she went on, I think it's called the Red Table, Round Table, I don't remember. Some fucking show.
It's called the Red Table. It's the Red Table, Round Table, Maui Zowie. I don't know.
Ironically, I did get Round Table today. It was fucking bomb. I wasn't even hungry, but I just wanted some pizza. That's how you know I should be fat, Papi. But
like I said, I digress.
Anyways, so I don't know if you've actually seen any clips or the actual interview, but I just saw like a little snippet on YouTube of her saying how basically she gets no male attention while her husband gets a lot of female attention. And she's just like, is there something wrong with me? Like, why don't I have any guys like trying to slide on my DMs or whatever? And I just want to get your thoughts before I say anything.
Well, I think she's too goody two shoes. But besides that, I wanted to bring up something. Joe Button podcast where he was like, hey, Aisha Curry, she's definitely a good looking chick. Like, I bet you if you look up her name, like Aisha Curry, the autofill like toes afterwards. He's like, that's how you know you're attractive. And I was like, damn, I have done so much that now Google thinks everybody is like me.
And you're saying that because?
Hey, bitch gotta have pretty feet. I mean, you could look good, but
you really think that that's something you started?
Oh, my love. I mean, I'll be out here like smelling socks and shit like that, but I'm like, hey, our people are.
I'm not into feet as much as you, but to me, like I'm into feet as in like I'm into someone with a good smile or good hair. You know, it's just like those are just things that just they're there, and I don't try to be like, oh, she got pretty hair. Ooh.
You know what? Even after saying that, I haven't got a chance to, but I want to Google Aisha Curry's feet.
You're doing too much.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying you're doing too much. I don't know what it is. Okay, quick little pause of just why the fuck? Where did this start? Because I've known you for years growing up, and never once were we fucking, chilling, watching TV, and you was like, you know what? I like feet. Because I feel like that would be something you would let me know, and I would just kind of make fun of you.
I thought I let you know a while ago.
Well, wow. Okay, no, we're talking about now, but I'm saying like, high school or before.
Do you remember me making fun of women with ugly feet? Yeah.
Okay. So the plot thickens.
Speaking of thickening, I'm just playing. That's the worst segue ever.
There's a reason why all your girlfriends only wear flip-flops around you. Okay. I never seen a chick with sneakers near you.
You gotta put your best foot forward.
You nasty. So fucking nasty.
I did have to Google Aisha Curry's feet. I give it a solid 8 out of 10. And let me go back in saying that when you see a woman, I feel like most people are like, oh, she's very attractive. Like, I wonder if there's anything about her that's not attractive. That's kind of what people in the feet community go to. They're like, oh, she's attractive, but she probably got them Harriet Tubman feet. It's like, oh god. So that's just a compliment going her way. Take what you will from it.
Yeah. And what's crazy too is that she does cooking. Was it on YouTube or Instagram? It doesn't matter. So
I think she even is on Food Network.
Okay. And to me, like, that's a double whammy for you because, how ironic, Fat Papi loves cooking. And, if she's into cooking and she got pretty feet, like, that's the full package for you right there.
I mean, she's not quite a BBW Latina, but, she's up there.
Okay.
But here they are. She has a really goody two shoes, which I don't like that too much.
Yeah, you don't like shoes.
Said fuck shoes. All right, fuck them. All right.
Bare feet, not feet of a bear. Bare feet.
I brought this the feet of a bear.
Wait, what?
I said I already made fun of a woman with the feet of a bear.
Oh shit.
Bear claws.
That's an inside joke. Maybe one day we'll tell that story. Maybe we'll save that for another episode.
We'll just say that was at least 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's still a classic, at least in our circle. But there's a reason why I brought this up because I wanted to get your perspective. You have a girl, and if you were married and she was talking about how she feels insecure because she doesn't get attention from other guys or whatever, what would you say to that?
I would be very offended. I'd be like, yo, I don't show you enough attention, yada, yada, yada. And even if she says yes, I'd be like, well, then why are you looking for it for others? And after that, I would start being the wild asshole. I'm like, oh, you want some attentions? Well, guess who's getting flooded with random dick pics?
Oh, shit. So how's that happen? Like, you saying you're going to like, oh, okay.
I'm just going to be like, oh, yep, here's a dick pic. Well, there's some attention that you want. Oh, you thirsty ass. Here you go. Oh, here you go. There's another one. Flaccid. Oh, wait, this one I'm urinating at a urinal. Okay. Oh, whatever. Dick pic.
Here's another one where I'm at a AT&T Stadium.
Said, I'm thinking of you, and you're thinking of what other guys think of you.
I don't know, man. I personally would. I'd be not pissed, but I'd just be like, really? Like that would make me just kind of look at you different and be like, okay. I mean, she has kids. I know that when you have kids, that kind of like fucks with you mentally as a woman. So I could kind of understand that, but at the same time, it's like, we married. We ain't like, I ain't your baby daddy. Like, and we're just dating, boyfriend, girlfriend. Like, obviously I committed to you, so fuck out of here. And look at your phone. Haha, dick pic.
Flaccid.
And swipe right, half chub. See, it's a progression.
Just send her a wild panoramic.
Yeah.
But maybe I feel that way is because I really do take time out to like try to make sure my woman's secure.
Yeah, of course. I mean, my girl, she is quite the opposite. She's like, I don't want any attention from any fucking man. The only time is the slightest bit okay is if I'm getting free shit. And you know what?
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that too.
I mean, it can work. Hey, if I could do it, that's all I gotta say.
I'm like, hey man, she faithful too, man. Come on. But I don't remember the last time I've seen her get free shit. I think I want to say a few months ago when we was getting coffee, we got some free shit. That's about it. I really feel like that type of shit is very rare. Like, how often do you see like guys giving attention to your girl in public?
Oh, almost never. But
you are a big guy, by the way. Yeah. So I'm sure guys are a little intimidated.
Sometimes I'll see, like, I've seen guys like try to pay attention to her, and then I'm like, hey babe, come here. And then the guy like looks and he just kind of walks away. But I know this is kind of off subject, but this happened yesterday since you're saying a larger guy. I scared the living fuck out of this guy who, short little Hispanic dude at work. Now, we have these large carts. I work in linen delivery, and they're probably about, depending on which way you're looking, about 3 feet wide by maybe 3 by 6. Yeah. But anyways, we fill these things up with sometimes over 1,000 pounds of fucking whatever, laundry, whether it be sheets, tablecloths, whatever. And this guy, he was hurrying up and moving a cart, and I was walking behind him. Now, most of our carts are blue because that's our company color, and I was given a blue raincoat, and it's been raining over here, so I'm rocking the blue raincoat, and I'm right behind him, and he turns around, and I swear to God, he stutter steps 4 or 5 times and almost falls on his ass. I could not exaggerate at all. You hear his feet just lean back, almost bust his ass. I swear, I think he thought I was a cart. He's like, because the dude's like 5'3". I'm 6'3". He probably looked and just saw like my midsection. It was like, fuck. So nigga, all I see is blue.
So
yeah.
Did you laugh like right in his face? Did you say like, yo, my bad?
It was so bad that I just felt bad. Like normally I make light of shit. Normally I'm laughing at you. But this was so bad that I was just like, he's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I scared the living fuck out of you.
I mean, he could have had a fucking heart attack. You don't even know. So I could understand. She's like, as funny as it may be, you don't know how people take shit. They're just like, oh my God, all I see is darkness.
If he would have jumped something like that, okay. But this guy proceeded with like 4 fucking quick leg steps backwards. Like he was trying to like run, fall, arms out, like he was shook.
Do you think he thought about that later on that night? And he was like, fuck, dude. I should have done something more macho.
He's like, dude, I just completely went out like a pussy.
Oh my God. Well, Oh no, man! I never had any moments like that. I can honestly say, like, if I'm scaring someone, it's not because of my fucking size. Well, we'll leave that one alone. Pause.
This nigga said, "Send that pic."
Look at your phone. Aha.
Oh,
Gotcha.
yo, I mean, how wild of an individual do you have to be to send a flaccid dick pic?
I don't know, man. It's a bold move.
That's what I'm saying. That's the type of disrespectful dick pic you got to give to your girl when she says she wants other guys' attention. You got to give her.
What if you made it into a meme? How I feel when you say you want attention for other men.
Just put the wild Snapchat filter on it. Got a fucking
sad face with the tear.
Said, "Why is your dick a girl?" You just playing. Oh fuck.
So talking about people and their emotions, I want to talk about Joel Embiid and him crying. I watched the highlights of, what was it? Was it the first series?
That was the second series.
Second series.
Yeah.
Going up against Toronto. And I must say, that fucking last buzzer shot that Kawhi Leonard took was something out of fucking Space Jam, out of fucking Magic Mike. Why did I say Magic Mike? I meant to say like Mike.
I'm like, is this another movie I don't know about? It's like, God, I'm just gonna. I hope this is not the movie that. Okay.
You didn't see that deleted scene of Magic Mike when they're playing pickup basketball, skins versus skins?
Dude, I didn't see either non-deleted scenes. Magic Mike. I just haven't seen that movie. It's just not. It's not for me. I think that was intended for a certain audience, and I was not.
Honestly, my girl, she really fucked with that whole series because didn't they make like another one, like a sequel or something?
I'm pretty sure, and I heard that Childish Gambino was in it.
Yeah. So she watches that shit, and it's just, to me, that along with her liking like 50 Shades of Grey, it's just, I don't get it. So I just let her do her thing behind closed doors, and just, I don't even care to even watch it.
This is a Fuego take, but I'm taking it there. I've watched 50 Shades of Grey.
I feel sorry for you.
Don't, like, why are you watching this movie if you ain't about that life? Oh, it's a love story. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. If you ain't about that life, don't try to be about that life. Bitch is over here watching, oh, this woman's getting flogged, and you're going to go home and lay out like a starfish.
Excuse me? What the fuck is flogged?
It's a wooden paddle that you use to whack somebody.
See, just me asking this question already says that I'm not about that life.
See, but these girls, they be watching that shit, and I'm like, girl, I can't even stick a thumb in your booty. Get the fuck out of here. God. Ask for shit.
I mean, some girls, they watch it and they see it as a way to kind of escape, and in their mind they could, pretend and all that and still not be about that life. But then there's the girls.
All right, I'm sorry.
It unlocks something in them, and it turns them. It's like the fucking shark that smells blood in Finding Nemo. Like, oh, that good. Would be.
All right, never mind. I'm not even gonna say what I was just gonna say. That shit. Good God.
No, too late. You already got me hooked. Might as well say it.
I'm like, that's like me, a straight man, just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch gay porn because I really enjoy the connection. Like, no, I'm not about that life. So why the
is that a fucking pun you're trying to put in?
That's a big pun. Jeez, good God.
Sir, you gotta relax.
I tried to tell you. It just it's not makes the same amount.
You didn't have to add sprinkles on top of that.
Come on, sprinkle, baby, sprinkle.
All right, back to fucking Kawhi Leonard and Joel Embiid. What I was trying to get at was after he made that crazy ass shot that fucking bounced off the rim fucking 20 times, bounced to the fucking crowd and back into the hoop at the last second and did the game-winning shot.
In Game 7. Yeah.
Yes. So there's no trying to like come back from that. So Joel Embiid obviously was filled with emotion and started crying. And now there's, of course, memes of him. And we all know the famous crying Jordan meme. And it's used everywhere. I'm looking at Google right now and I see Michael Jordan's crying face over Joel Embiid. But I want to like just kind of see where this kind of ranks, as far as like memes go, because like I was honestly thinking, because you know how the internet is, they always like the newest shit. I was thinking that the Joel Embiid crying face would kind of just get rid of the Michael Jordan one. But the only thing that I could say between the two that Michael Jordan gets a little bit more, it's like a better photo of a crying meme that makes it a little more funny, is that you could see the tears on his face. With the Joel Embiid, it just looks like he has IBS and it's like about to explode.
That's not a funny subject. Let's not bring it there. It's a story for another time.
All right, IBS Papi.
God, I'll be on my shit. I'm just playing.
So I brought it up just so what your thoughts were of like, what would you pick between the two and why?
Before I get into that, I just wanted to say I love how when Kawhi Leonard shot the shot, he did the hood. Let me crouch down on the corner with all my homies and watch this shit go in. Like that was some fly shit. But I don't know if there's audio that comes out, Joel Embiid will be the new meme. And I say that because Joel Embiid already talks like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, I haven't heard him talk in a long time, so I don't even remember what his voice sounds like.
It's highly Googleable.
I mean,
listen to this nigga say trust the process, or how he whacked whatchamacallit in the fucking face a couple games ago. Yeah,
sorry, I had the audio going. I'm trying to look at this video right now, and just kind of, I feel like the video would work better as a meme than the picture itself.
Yep, it's got to be a video meme. It can't be a still.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that I haven't seen for Jordan. I haven't seen the video version. I only seen the picture.
And if memory serves correct, that was his induction to the Hall of Fame.
Oh.
So Jordan was making a emotional speech and whatever. Just snapped a pic of that nigga. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Video meme for sure. It's going to be right there next to the Michael Jordan meme.
Yep, because that nigga's voice is weird.
Yeah.
You got to trust the process. Not that all the time. God, I don't know why I got a little Mexican at the end of that one. So I thought all the thing.
That's Arnold Schwarzenegger's child. Because if you don't know, he had a scandal where he's fucking the Mexican maid.
Hey man, BBW Latinas, I'm about it too, baby.
Why else do you think he came to California?
I'm saying it ain't for the tacos, or is it?
Ooh.
Yep. Fuego.
He's like Cholula.
About crunching that rap. I'm sorry, things have gone too far.
You want a cheesy gordita?
That you're the Gordita.
Okay. So, real quick, because we're hella fucking late to the game. I know that we watched Endgame. I tried to talk about it a little bit on the last episode. I just want to get your thoughts on it real quick, just so we could kind of end that discussion.
Okay. Pretty good. I hated that they went with the route of Professor Hulk.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Hulk has been snubbed in the past 2 Avengers movies. Like they've just made him out to be fucking. Oh no, it hasn't been good.
Yeah.
I wanted to see.
They try to make him look like a punk pussy.
They really did, and it's just I'm not about that. I'm not about that. Good God.
Oh, that's the writers right now sending you a dick pic.
Gotcha. Yep.
Hulk out. It's just a picture of a cucumber. Or is it? Ooh.
That cucumber ain't got no top on it. But no, the movie was cool. Fucking Thor cracked me the hell up. I love that he stayed fat.
Thor was great in that fucking movie.
The whole time he was fat, and I fucking loved that. I just thought that was hilarious. What else? Besides Hulk acting like a pussy. Oh, there was an excellent meme which I feel like I should talk about before I go into this deeper whatever shit. There was a meme. It was 3 pictures. Very simple. Very well executed. Picture of Iron Man's daughter saying, "I love you 3000."
Mm-hmm.
Then a picture a picture of Iron Man saying, "I love you 3000." Then followed by a picture of the Infinity Gauntlet snapping. Then the last picture being this guy's daughter saying, "I love you 1500."
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, it took me a second.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
That's pretty dark.
I thought it was hilarious. But
I really thought it was going to be like I don't know, it was going to be like a tequila type meme, like an off brand of that 1800 tequila.
no, good. But also so here's the whole thing, which really annoyed the living fuck out of me. So, all the girls getting together for this girl power scene.
Oh my God, everyone hates that scene. And I thought it was just me when I watched it. I watched it. No one was making reactions in the theaters. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. This feels kind of corny.
It's like, well, why are all these women forced? Like, they're not.
Not to mention the fucking the what was it? Captain Marvel. She is the strongest out of all those girls. She don't need no fucking backup. Obviously, this is just one of those things where everyone's just looking at it like, oh, girl power.
Yeah, fucking clam jam. Oh yeah,
clam jam.
Didn't like it.
That sounds like a horrible Smucker's fucking promotion.
Now we're introducing clam jam. Wait until they make it
at a bodega near you.
Wait till they make an Uncrustables with clam jam.
Yeah, it's a fishy situation.
But didn't like that. I just was like, dude, don't force it. And if you're going to do it, how about you have like actual superheroes instead of just like I'm throwing in this random person. Oh, praying mantis, who's fucking nobody everywhere else. Yeah, I didn't care for that. And the last thing I didn't care for is Thanos had all of the they had all of the Infinity Stones, and Thanos put on the Infinity Gauntlet, and they just ripped it out of his hands.
Yep.
I was like, are you telling me that you could have done this 10 years ago? Like, you could have just ripped it out of his hand. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know. There's the beginning of the movie just kind of had me like, okay, so this happened. Why couldn't we do it before? But fuck it. Obviously, this is in the beginning, so this isn't really a solution.
Well, yeah, he cut off his head. I know he didn't have the Infinity Stone, so he wasn't very powerful. But he had all the Infinity Stones in that last part where they ripped the gauntlet off, which I thought was trash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was just fucking trash.
There's points in there that I just kind of was watching the movie. I'm like, I feel like I have to watch it again and really check out different theories and see why people went with the way they did with this movie, because some of the stuff didn't make sense. It's like with the whole time traveling thing, they kept on like trying to explain it and then try to do it in a way where they've kind of changed the rules of time traveling in their universe, and
then made fun of how every other time traveling thing, like, I don't know, it didn't work. And then also Captain America, he's just gonna go back in time and stay there. Okay, well then that would mean that there's two Captain Americas and they're both living in the same time period, so what the fuck? She getting the wild DP?
Yeah. And I mean, I'm cool with the whole two different Captain Americas, but you gotta tell me where the other one is, because obviously I'm seeing.
What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, who knows? He's got Thor's hammer, so who knows all the types of fun activities he could be doing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right. Well, I think we should end that little topic there. I'm sure you watched the Schoolboy Q and Charlamagne the God interview.
I actually haven't got a chance to watch it as of yet.
Okay. Not a big deal.
Although I really want to, because Schoolboy Q is fucking character, and he's been a big fan of him for very long. I love that's one guy. I think it's Schoolboy Q, ASAP Rocky, and Danny Brown are the fucking guys that I really look to for interviews.
Yeah. And in this interview, he was good for the most part. He obviously had his little moment where he was emotional, which is understandable, and everyone tried to highlight that. And then there's also a point where it kind of shows like he's not that industry, because like he's not used to doing interviews all the time. You know, he kept on saying to Charlamagne like he wanted no one else to do this interview with, you know, except him. And I'm sure that's because he felt more comfortable with Charlamagne. But when Charlamagne was bringing up the fact that he has a daughter and all that shit, and Schoolboy Q's like, yeah, like honestly, ever since I was young, like ever since I first wanted kids, all I wanted was just daughters. And Charlamagne's like, oh, really? Why? Schoolboy Q's like, just cause, you know, they're just so pure and everything. But I don't know how to say this. It sounds kind of weird. You know, I like little girls, and like not like that. I mean, they precious, you know. And it's like, it was kind of funny seeing him kind of stumble over that part of the interview. It's like, we get what you're saying. You didn't have to do all that. We weren't thinking that way. But it's just like, it was funny to see.
Yeah, and it's Charlemagne. It's not like it's somebody else who's gonna fucking chop the shit out and just be like, Schoolboy Q likes little girls.
Yeah, and Schoolboy Q, he's a character for sure. He's definitely like not afraid to kind of roast, joke around.
I've seen him roast his daughter. That nigga is vicious.
Yeah. And you gotta think too, like on top of that, he'll go up to interview places and roast whoever he's talking to. He's done it to Charlemagne, done it to Sway, done it to some other people that I've seen. It's pretty funny. There's like certain interviews that I like make sure that I try to watch just because it's actually going to be entertaining. Because with Breakfast Club, they could get a lot of people, and not every video is for everyone.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's some people that I really follow. I just really like their personality and the way they give interviews. Danny Brown, Schoolboy Q, and fucking ASAP Rocky. I still think some of my favorite interviews are with Danny Brown, or Schoolboy Q, and ASAP Rocky, and then Schoolboy Q, ASAP Rocky and Danny Brown.
Okay. Yeah, I remember the Danny Brown and ASAP Rocky one. That was very chill. It honestly didn't make sense of like why was this even a thing, but I'm glad it was. They just chilling by the pool, drinking, shooting the shit, and ASAP Rocky seemed like he was the one kind of like leading the interview. But if you guys want to check that out, it's by Noisy, I believe. That's the channel. But as far as favorite people that I like to hear in an interview, for me, it's usually comedians. Even if it's not them being funny all the damn time, like Kevin Hart, it's still just interesting to hear what they have to say. I thought I would never hear an interview of Dave Chappelle. As long as I live. And the fact that I got more than one, pretty cool. There, even Chance the Rapper, I saw a random, like, not really a interview, but it was him taking over Hot 97, and he was actually pretty funny. He was having a little game show. I believe he had Ebro and Rosenberg, and I guess with the game show, he was trying to give a question to Ebro. Ebro, got the question right, and then went to Rosenberg and was like, "All right, what would you rather have? A girl with a thin beard or a thick mustache?" It's just like, all right, I see where he's trying to do. He's trying to troll Rosenberg because it kind of had that dynamic for the rest of the video of just like, let me, be cool to Ebro and then give like Rosenberg these fucking questions that there's no right answer.
I think there's a right answer to that, but let's hear your answer first.
Thin beard?
Yep. Bitch, you gonna be wearing a scarf today.
All right.
102 degrees out, bitch, out here in a scarf. So, baby, you tickling my balls. What you doing?
Oh, that's special. It's not my birthday. Why today?
Hey, I must say.
Side-eye tie. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we got on docket. Even though it's fucking May 18th, it's been a while since we recorded. We're trying to get some episodes together and have a little bit of a backlog so we could be consistent when we come out. So bear with us. But I did want to ask, like, for Mother's Day, first off, what'd you end up doing that day?
See, Mother's Day, I believe I worked all day.
Oh, and your mom was just cool with that?
My mom was out of town. So she didn't really trip.
All right.
And my mom's birthday is right before Mother's Day too, so like she went out of town for her birthday, and yeah, ended up following through. Her birthday is May 9th, so kind of always crashes together.
I never knew that. Yeah. Well, for me, I didn't do nothing too crazy. Just kind of went out, neat, and shit like that. But we both know that your mom has her moments, and I was just wondering if there's like any stories that kind of stand out to you, like, I don't know, any funny stories of just like, why the fuck did you say that, or anything.
Yeah, there's my mom is a special character. Like I said earlier, I'm a bigger guy. I've always been a larger person. And my mom is like 5'3", very small lady. My dad was pretty much out of the picture, so my mom trying to be the disciplinary. Yeah, there's some funny stories from that. I mean, imagine trying to discipline somebody who's like 6 inches taller than you. I'm talking about like, this is like when I was 12. I was probably like 5'9". My mom's 5'3". She's over here still trying to discipline me. I'm looking at her all crazy. I'm like, did you just think you're gonna hit me now? You small and small. Like you're not like a stocky short person. No, you are a very small and a very small person. Like there's no reason for you to like even try that.
And that's when she pulls out her taser. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh goodness gracious, my mom's. She's a different type of human being. I give her a lot of credit.
Yeah.
But story. Let's see. Okay, so I do have a story. Probably my most embarrassing story, but I'm just gonna put it out there.
Respect.
So this is probably my most embarrassing time of my life. I was 13 years old, and at that time, like, we left my dad when I was 11, so then we were living at my grandma's house, or 10 years old, and we were living at my grandma's house for a long time, 3 years. Me and my mom were sharing a room. When I was 13, my mom finally got an apartment. But the thing was, my mom, she didn't make the best money, and she wanted to stay in a nice place. So she would always get a cosigner, say that she made more money than she made, and just literally we'd be staying in a nice place, but living like we're completely fucking poor. I'm talking about like, oh, we're not going to have power for a day or whatever, right? No cable, no internet, computers, none of that shit. And I remember during a time, my mom's like, yo, I'm hungry. I'm going to go over to my boyfriend's house, who's now her husband. And she's like, I'm going over to my boyfriend's house so I could get some food. And besides, I only have $10. So here you go. Here's, at least some money so you can go grab some food. And I'm like, okay. And we didn't have a house phone or anything. And she's like, okay, I'm going to leave you my cell phone. So that way, if there's an emergency, you can get a hold of me. And I can kind of keep track of you and yada, yada, yada. All right, cool. It was a BlackBerry phone. Just pivotal to the story. 13 years old. Yeah. There was this one little chick that I was talking to. And I'm like, shit, man, I got the house to myself, and I'm trying to slide in something. So yeah, I'm at this point in time, I'm just gonna be honest. Like I'm trying to slide in something. So hit this girl up, like, yo, what's cracking? Yada yada yada. We're over here talking and shit, and I'm trying to have her get a ride over, and she's having a hard time finding a ride because it's fucking 10 o'clock at night and we're fucking 13 years old. So who the fuck do we know with cars, right? But anyways, so I'm trying to I'm telling her to take a cab. I'm like, yo, I got this amount of money left over from my food. Fuck the bullshit. Take a cab. I'll toss you $5 so you can get back to your house. She's like, I'm not sure if $5's enough. I'm like, let me call, see. She's like, okay, I'm not sure. I'm really scared to take a cab. Continue our sex talk, right? And
you're fucking wilding out, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, hey, dog, niggas gotta do what they gotta do.
Hey, dog, you're in middle school, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And you're over here talking about trying to get a cab. Calling to get a cab. Yo, imagine the cab driver or the person that has to pick up the phone and hear this little kid just like, hey, how much will $5 get me? Because I'm having a lady of the night come through.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't get your fucking little ass off this phone right now and fucking take a cold shower.
Go take a cold shower. Yeah. I'm about that life. I'm trying to do what I gotta do.
Never mind.
Back to the story. Now, I think I'm the first person to send a dick pic. Terrible.
Unsolicited, I bet.
No, we were talking. I'm like, yo. She's like, yo, fuck, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to give you a head. Oh, really? Okay, well, let me see something. And she sent me a picture of her. And then I was, being a gentleman, gotta send one back. However,
being a gentleman. Wow.
I know. However, now I'm in the bathroom.
Oh,
and
nothing good comes out of a teenage boy going to the bathroom with a cell phone.
I'm like, because at first I was in my room and then I was like, oh, let me try to. I'm like, I can't really get there. Not really in the mood. I feel like kind of fucking literally just camera shy. And I'm like, fuck it. I got to stand up.
Were you doing like a whole bunch of different angles?
I was, you know what? I was laying down. I was like, this ain't gonna work. This is pre-dick pic days. Like, you gotta understand.
Laying down on a cold bathroom fucking floor.
No. I was laying down in my room. I was not laying in my cold bathroom.
Just you laying down and trying to take pictures is crazy.
All right, but I know. So, but I'm trying to take a picture. I go to the bathroom. I'm like, fuck it, dude. I can't really get hard. I'm having a hard time with it. Let me just stand up. I don't know. Maybe send her. I don't know. We'll see how we can do. Let's incorporate a mirror now. I don't know. Whatever. Like, go in. Not able to get all the way up. Right. Have to hit her with the weld. Okay. I'm gonna kind of put a little strong. I'm gonna put a little strong grip on this and see if I can pull this off. And say that was hard. When I was really just flaccid fella. But anyways,
flaccid fella.
I fucking took the picture, knowing me, especially me being a fucking teenager. Like, I took a picture of like my lower half. Probably had the wild fucking not so white socks on, like
with sneakers. Butt ass naked with sneakers and socks.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, man, I got these new shoes. Like, I mean, I gotta get these. Yes, bitch, got no. You know what I'm saying? But I take the picture, right? Send it to her. She's like, oh, that's whatever. She likes it. We send pictures throughout the rest of the night. And, all right, whatever. Cool. However, I was having a hard time sending her the picture originally. And that was the only picture I sent her. like I had to do something where like I started a draft and then was able to attach the photo, and that's how I had to do it. So we were sending pictures. She never came over, right? We're fucking 13 years old. Obviously, she's not going to make it over. And my mom comes the next morning. I already deleted all the pictures from the gallery, deleted our messages, whatever, right? My mom comes home. She's like, "What's up?" I'm like, "Not much." She's like, "Yo, let me get my phone." I'm like, all right. Give her phone back, right? I'm falling back asleep. And then, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes later, all of a sudden I hear my mom scream, "Oh my God, my fucking eyes."
I'm pretty sure she did a little more dramatic than that. Or did she really just say it like that?
No, she was like, "Ah, my fucking eyes." Yeah, she was not very happy. So I go in the room. I'm like, she's like, "Devontae." I'm like, "What?" Go in the room, right? She's like, "Your fucking dick is on the phone." And I'm like, "Yo, like, you mean those crazy pictures on the internet? How do you know that's mine?" Come over here trying to like talk it down, right? I'm like, "Yo, how do you? That ain't me. You know that's me." My mom comes back with, "It's you with your dick in your hand in my bathroom. Those are my fucking bath towels."
Doug, it's like, just you and her living there. How the fuck were you planning to play it off like someone else was in the house, just grabbing phones and taking dick pics? Yo, Mom, you haven't been watching the news. You haven't heard of the dick wrangler going from apartment to apartment, just using all the filters. Yeah, that is crazy.
Now it gets worse. I'm like, "Yo, how do you know that I was just sending something funny on the internet?" She's like, "Oh, I saw it was in the bathroom. I bought those fucking towels, yada yada yada." And I'm like, "All right." So are you mad?
Are you kidding me? If I was her, I'd be like, "Hell yeah, I'm fucking mad." I mean, chances are you fucking didn't. You were probably holding the phone in one hand and dick in the other hand, taking pictures. And at some point, you probably got to like put the phone down to go, put your clothes back on or whatever. So at some point, you got dick hand all over my BlackBerry.
No, it's funny that you said that, but let me continue on. So I'm like, "Yo, are you mad?" She's like, "No, I'm not mad. Just take the phone, delete all the pictures. I don't want to see anything." And I'm like, "I deleted the picture, but the way the BlackBerries work is if you send an attachment, it automatically comes up next time you compose a message. So it's kind of like a..."
So it'll always stay there on the phone, like in the conversation, or?
No, it'll be like, let's say if I sent you like, I don't know, a picture of a
don't send me anything after this fucking story. No. Keep that shit to yourself. Look at your phone. Gotcha.
If you send anything, right? Like I send you a fucking phone number, whatever, and I send it. The next time I compose a message, it'll be like, "Oh yeah, you sent this with your message last time. Do you want to resend it?" Like that was its kind of way of trying to be smart. And I mean, this is BlackBerry Pearl. Like this was fucking a minute ago. So, anyways, that's what happened. She's like, "Delete all the pictures. Go grab a fucking Clorox wipe down my phone." Right. And of course, I'm like, cool. I'm like, fuck, man, that was kind of embarrassing. But you know what? My mom's not mad, so fuck it. Felt like I got away with it scot-free, right?
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed, mixed with proud.
I felt like I got away with it scot-free, right? No. Next thing you know, my brother and cousin actually come up, and they go in the room because I don't know, nobody really want to talk to me. Never been too much of a talky person, but they just kind of come in, hey, what's up, and go to the room to go talk to my mom. And I'm overhearing the conversation, and my mom's like, I'm just really tired and I can't go to sleep. Every time I try to go to sleep, this fucking scarred. I just see this fucking dick. It's fucking terrible. And I want to see it. Yada, yada, yada. And they're just laughing at her. They're like, oh. I'm like, yeah. My brother's like, oh, you shouldn't have been on the internet. She's like, I wasn't on the internet. And then I guess it clicked. Brother's like, wait, was it his dick?
Show me.
I guess. Check your phone. And then everybody fucking laughs. And then everybody fucking hears about it. Literally, later that night, I'm getting a call from my grandma, and she's over here like, oh, you can't be doing that because, you're going to end up on Boys Gone Wild. And me being the smart ass that I was like, that's okay. She's like, what do you mean that's okay? I'm like, that's okay. I mean, if it helps them out, I don't really care. It's not like my face was in it or anything. 13 years old. That's my crazy mom story.
That's crazy. You're going to end up on Boys Gone. That's a fucking federal offense. I think.
Yeah,
it's illegal for sure. I don't know, but it's definitely fucking illegal.
But Boys Gone Wild. You remember how they had like the Girls Gone Wild, and then for a short second they had Boys Gone Wild. They would always have the fucking.
I never seen Boys Gone Wild.
They would always have the commercials on TV. Oh yeah, Girls Gone Wild, and next thing you know, that Boys Gone Wild. Like, what the fuck? And I guess Grandma saw that commercial, and Grandma.
Oh, they're definitely wild.
God, don't speak about our grandma like that. It's like so sick, puppy.
Oh, they look friendly.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah,
and I to this day I've never sent another dick pic. So just in case you guys are wondering.
Yeah, sure. We all believe that.
I'm so serious. I'm like, yo, you don't understand how wrong
you don't gotta prove it to me. It's fine. I don't care what you do with your camera.
All I'm saying, I mean, it's a different story if we on like FaceTime and I just turn around and let her see the meat, but that's a different thing.
Well, to bring it back, Happy Mother's Day. You're the best. And that was one of the standout stories that he had.
You know what? I'm actually going to say congratulations to you because you just made somebody a mother. So I feel like if there was a round of applause button, listen, my cousin out here making mothers.
And I can make you one too. Just call.
Said, Happy Mother's Day. I made it that way. Said,
call 1-800. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Said, I ain't coming. I may have leaked a little.
Hit that extension. I think it broke.
But where is it? Said, shit. Said, come on. That's a Snickers wrapper. I was wondering why I didn't. Yeah. said, "Oh, you can't even celebrate Mother's Day. I brought you Mother's Day. Wasn't for me."
Yo, just to bring it back real quick, because I didn't want to forget this. I remember like going over to your house that summer where that whole situation happened, and then your mom's just like telling me the whole situation, saying how scarred she is. And then she said how everyone's trying to give you shit, trying to give you a hard time by, giving you some sort of nickname. And I think one of them was dictator or something like that. Yeah, and then they asked me what would I use for a nickname to shame him. I'd be like, Hancock.
I remember that. Was one of the many things I was trying to repress about that memory, but
that was pretty funny. It was good. It's interesting that you say that was like your most embarrassing moment. Looking back at that, you played it off super cool. Like I was like, yeah, I did that. Hell yeah, I suck toes.
I mean, shit, dog. I ain't getting in trouble for it, so I was like, shit. I was like, if I would have got, let's put it like this, if my mom would have like grounded me for like 2-3 months, it would have been a whole different thing. But I'm like, my mom don't care. I don't care. Fuck y'all.
Fair enough. All right. Well, just to tie off this topic, I just wanted to say my memory of my mother that kind of always stands out, and you were here for this memory.
Oh no!
Yes. So, shall we start? One night.
Well, before we get to this,
okay.
My uncle or his parents were cousins, so my uncle and my aunt, aka his mom and dad, have had this little thing for quite some time. Since I was maybe about 12 or 13 years old, they just thoroughly enjoy grossing me out and creeping me the fuck out. I don't know why. They find quite a bit of joy in it. They really get together. It's
a good time if you're laughing too, okay? If you were like showing like true disgust and was like, this is not fun anymore, we would all just kind of stop.
I was laughing out of hurt.
That's how you cope.
I was like, I don't know what to do right now.
I'm just having a nervous laugh. I don't know what to do right now.
But anyways, with that bit of information, continue on.
All right. So one night during summer, you're visiting, and during the summer you kind of relax and enjoy some brews or whatever, and just have a good time. Now, my parents, they might have had a little bit too much relaxation. To the point where my mom goes to this phase of being like extra giggly and extra goofy. And I remember that we're all at the table, and my dad was trying to gross you out by telling me and wanting you to hear it, just like, son, gonna have to show your mom a good time. My mom's like, yeah, we're going to make another kid. And he's like, no, remember, because you got your tubes tied. She's like, oh yeah, I forgot, I'm all egg, no yolk. And that particular memory always kind of stuck out.
She told me to call her anti-egg whites.
Because the reaction that you gave when my mom said that was just so priceless.
That was very disturbing.
To this day, we still talk about that.
Oh yeah, you guys definitely.
There's quite a few memories. I mean, we're not even going to get into the whole our uncle trying to comb your hair with mayonnaise
and a fucking fork. This nigga was hungry.
Here's a fucked up thing. It wasn't even his house.
Nope.
He pulled out my favorite fork. It was the big salad fork that I use for, like, getting big bites of food. He pulls that out and puts it in the mayonnaise jar, and I don't even know what he was really trying to accomplish with combing your hair. Like, what was wrong with your hair at the time that it needed to have condiments on it? I thought you were fucking Ariel over here with the fucking fork.
This nigga over here thought. Nigga said, I work at Subway. These skills are transferable.
Just over here combing your hair like, yeah. That's just one of the many memories that we, share. And I guess, we'll talk about it more in other episodes. Other than that, I don't really got much else to talk about. I don't know if you had anything you want to discuss before we wrap it up.
Yeah, I have a question for you. Just a simple, light, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. So you're hitting it from the back, all right? You just with your girl hitting it from the back.
It's always a hard left. I was like so ready for like a personal. Well, this is personal.
Well, it's definitely I mean, I'm trying to tell you about fucking my wife.
Listen, buddy, you don't know if I'm hitting it from the back. That's my business.
You keep on asking me who I'm voting for. I'm trying to tell you about fucking my wife. You keep on asking me all these personal questions. But no, so you're hitting it from the back, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
All
She got
Christians should.
She got hers. So you're like, all right, cool. Now you're getting close to getting yours, right? You're like, all right, feel it coming, whatever, right? And like literally you're like, yo, about 4 or 5 good pumps away. So you hit the 1 and then the 2. And then before you could thrust for 3, she farts. What do?
Wouldn't happen. We already went over this. She doesn't do that.
I am just saying. What would you do?
Hold my breath? I mean, like, what else could you do?
Are you going to try to finish? Are you going to give her a moment? Are you going to whatever? You're like, oh, I'm just going to hit these last
wouldn't
3.
I finish?
Me being the sick individual that I am, I'd be like, yo, are you fucking serious? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's what's going to stop you?
I mean, yeah. Like, yo, are you serious? My face wasn't even close by.
This is why I just focus on your feet. When I come around and do this other extra shit for you, you do this. This is how you repay me.
I bet you're supposed to put your ass on the side of my face and fart and make a little fart noise and make a fart noise from my face because it's your cheeks in the air. And, I was like, it's a double fart. And I thought that was funny. And I thought we established that. You ruined that. And we had that. That was special. That was our thing. But yeah, I'd stop.
Yeah, I guess I can understand where you're coming from. But if it's a queef, not that bad. Kind of funny. Kind of giggle.
I've definitely giggled at wild shit. She puts her legs down and just. Yeah, but yeah, that's a good one. But anyways, yeah, I think that that being said, we'll wrap this episode up. We do have some other stuff to record tonight, so yeah, that is episode 2 of the Fat Papi Slim Papi podcast.
And until then, check your phone.
Gotcha.